Alright guys, welcome back. We ended off at the save point in between the Tomb of Wraithwall and the Sand Sea, so we will start there. So this is going to be another one of those interesting battles because... And I went and flipped all my gambits back from last time. I'm just going to change this to water vulnerable. So I want to try and keep Vaughn as the primary target of this guy's attacks. I'm fully aware Vaughn is missing all the time, I just... Again, I want to keep him as close so that way, if you can see on the map just before it goes away, the other three are way back there, so... That wasn't so bad. Got a sneaking suspicion the demon walls will not be so kind.
Long ago, the gods granted their favor to King Wraithwall, who would oversee the subjugation of a vast territory spanning from Mordalia to Valendia. Here he forged the Galtean Alliance. Though he is called the Dynast King, upon establishing the alliance he demonstrated compassion for his people and disdain for needless war. A philosophy passed on to his successors, one that would bring peace and prosperity for hundreds of years to follow. It was during this time of peace that the city-states of Arcadia and Rosaria, each members of Wraithwall's alliance, took root and flourished. Wraithwall left 3 relics signifying descent from the Dynast King. Of these, the Midlight Shard was given to what would become House Nabradia, and the Dusk Shard to my ancestors, the founders of Dalmasca. The last of these relics was the Dawn Shard. It remained hidden here, known only to those of royal blood.
As though the Dynast King foresaw the very plight before us now.
None save descendants of the king are suffered within. If we attempt to enter without proof of such lineage...
There's no guarantee we'll make it out alive. vicious beasts, fiendish traps, something like that?
Mm-hmm. But you must consider the prize. The Dawn Shard lies within, and Wraithwall's treasure.
And there was I, thinking this was going to be hard.
So, funny thing, Balthier, this is going to be hard. Alright guys, so I just cut in here because Demon Worm whooped my ass and it wasn't even close. Like, it wasn't like one of those that I can go back and maybe get a bit better. No, it was not close. So, my response was to actually go and level up my backup characters. As you can see, everybody but Vaughn and Penelo's up to 18, Vossar's up to 21, which is kind of nice. I ran through, and there's a reason why I'm going to show you this right now. I ran all the way basically through the Ogre Yensa and back. So here, where we fought the Mark last time, you see how there's those two kind of circular areas there? We didn't run up there last time because I was trying to end the video at the save point. You know what's up there? There's a Lohengrin, which is one of the swords that I can buy for 40 attack power instead of the 30 that Vaughn had, so I just equipped him with that. There is a embroidered tippet up there, which leads me to believe that a lot of the item stuff has changed. And I think there's something else there. That doesn't really matter. The embroidered tippet's going to be huge. Unfortunately, Bosch is the only one who can use it right now, and I'd rather have him counterattacking in the boss fights. But we'll get to that in a second. The second thing is I was here, Platform 1 Refinery. So you see where it kind of zigs up and down there, where those staircases were? I think there were bombs here when I walked through last time, and I kind of pointed them out. I never actually went to the top. There's a golden amulet there, which is huge, because I knew the golden amulets, you couldn't buy them anymore. You actually had to go and find them. So unfortunately, Fran is currently my only person able to actually equip that. But that kind of worked out well too. While I was training, obviously I was collecting LP. I also figured out you can still look at what the board is here. So Vaughn is going to be a machinist later on. So I'm going to check his board here, and it actually shows you moves that you're learning. So in case they were going to, you know, overlap and whatnot. And as you can see, this does include battle lore, so I'm not too sure how this is going to work out. The important thing is it also shows you where your quickenings are, because you have an option between 4, but you can only take 3. So for machinist, I don't think many of them mattered. Or no, this guy mattered. So I put down that I need his 75, his 125, and his 100. So wherever his 50 is, probably right here actually. Yeah, that one's useless to me. And I went through and I did that for all my characters, and I figured out which quickenings they could use and which ones were best suited for them. So for the most part, it worked out that I never really had to decide between, oh, do I really want this skill or do I really want that skill? It worked out in such a way that they all kind of caved after a bit, if that makes sense. So like I said, Vaughn's 50 in both areas, pretty useless. The only thing I was kind of bummed about, oh, and I leveled up a bunch of stuff here too for all my characters, getting to the next whatchamacallit, quickenings. Right, so I'd find out, okay, 390 here, battle lore there, okay, well I definitely want that. I go down here, I find out there's a 350 in a battle lore, so I took the 75. I've got the 50 sitting here, but it does nothing for me for White Mage either. But 435 is a pretty awesome skill, so... For the most part, it seemed like the 50s got dropped. Balthier and Bosch already took 50s, and it didn't really screw me up. The best thing with Fran, and then we'll get to the actual fight again. Her 50? Was it Fran? No, it wasn't. Yes, it was Fran. But she's not going to be a White Mage, she's going to be an Archer. Her 50 unlocks Cura and Raise once I actually get access to this board, so that was huge. I think her other ones were pretty useless, so there's Whip Kick. And then, yeah, her 125 is off to the side, which looks like it's going to be the other one I'm going to get anyway, so it must benefit me on the other board. Yeah, because Shatterheart's right there, so I went through and I kind of planned all that out with my current setup, so I'm feeling a lot better about this. He's got the Lohengrin, like I said. I found a lambent hat for her, and I think I found a wizard's hat for her. Or maybe I had this extra and I found this. I don't know. Anyways, I gave one of them an extra. I think that's it for equipment. I gave her the golden amulet. Like I said, she's currently the only person that can use it. Bosch is the only one with the embroidered tippet, but I want him counterattacking. And I equipped his stuff that I should have equipped earlier, so... So, a bit of an odd place to be giving an update, but it was necessary. So as you can see, Ash is currently the only one who doesn't have 2 quickenings. I'm not posting the other fight because it was, like I said, it was pretty bad. It was pretty sad. So, but I am going to post this one because I had 4 people with level 1 quickenings. That was it, right? So the unfortunate reality is that just wasn't enough for this boss. Obviously, and my backup party was so low level anyways. It didn't end well, so... And I do want to explore the area all underneath and whatnot, so... So I hope you guys didn't mind that little update in the middle of the video, but I also figured I'd level up off screen, so that way I just had to explain it instead of go through it all.
Fight or run? We better decide fast. You're mine.
Oh, that is huge.
Got a surprise for you.
Please.
How about some of this? How about some of this?
Please.
Got a surprise for you.
Okay, so now I'm out and I need a misquickening. Or a mischarge, sorry. Nope, that's okay. So hopefully that did like 10 to 12,000. Oh, 15, nice. Who's he targeting? Balthier? That's not a bad thing. Okay, well that wasn't nearly as bad as it was the first time, so that is exciting. So I realized part of me is thinking I should just go and fight the other one because it shouldn't be as hard. And then part of me is realizing why take the chance and then have to fight this guy again on the off chance. Mind you, the other one's a lot further down and a lot lower HP and a lot lower strength. And I'm pretty sure you can stop him, like from advancing. I don't think I'll need to, but yeah, I want my prize from beating both from Mont Blanc, and like I said, I want to explore the area down there. Because I'm pretty sure you have to defeat both first.
The wall comes. We must be quick. Together we can bring it down.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not entirely sure if this is the party I'm going to roll with, but... And I know it's going to be kind of annoying, but I am going to go back and hit the transport crystal there, because as much as it was awesome that, oh, Vossler's not in the void anymore. Never mind, I don't need to go back. I thought I had to go and save Vossler there. Okay, that works. We're good. Not entirely sure what these jellies later on are going to be weak to, so... Yeah, so if anything, I've learned that I'm just going to have to start exploring every little nook and cranny. Which sounds like something I should have been doing anyways, but given I found an embroidered tippet and a golden amulet only because I was too weak to keep advancing that I had to go back and do some leveling, it's kind of scary. I mean, not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. I mean, Demon's Bane is only 59 at this point. Vaughn's already at a 40. Which is terrible. And it used to be at 50. Yeah, so actually it could also be better. I suppose there's that way of looking at it as well. I'm curious when I'll be able to select my next boards for everybody. I don't know if you have to max out the boards first or if it's a certain part of the game, or... I'm pretty sure I can't now, because I think I tried it already. I was just pumped to discover that I could even look at the other ones. I'm not going to be resetting for a Demon's Bane, I don't care that much. Oh, and by the way, ×4 multiplier is a little too much. I think they should have gone with a ×2 or a ×3. Because ×4, it's actually hard to control. Like, in this hallway it wouldn't be bad, but when I was trying to go, like, just even around the rings in the Ogre Yenser-Sansi, it was pretty rough. And you'd turn a corner and you'd already be running past an enemy and stuff. Like, again, great for super training, like, which is kind of what I was doing, which is why I tried it in the first place, but like at least ×2 is a practical way to play the game still, whereas ×4 is really just for training. You plan on being in an area and just running around letting the gambits take control.
Incredible. It wounds me to look on as they pillage so solemn a place.
Yet without help, you and I are as nothing. Is this not so? He thinks ever and always on his own profit. Assure him of it and he shall remain true to our cause.
I do not share your majesty's trust.
We will continue this later. Now we should concern ourselves with finding the Dawn Shard.
I find it incredibly ironic. Oh, sorry.
Somewhere deep within.
How can you be certain?
I can hear its call.
Sorry, I thought the scene was over. Funny that Vossler is talking of trust. I'll wait till I actually get somewhere interesting. Oh yeah, I haven't actually sold off any of my goodies from, here, we'll go top this time, we'll go up, go bottom next time. Oh. You know, it is kind of nice that they're leveling up with us now. Especially for the Larsa part, like you get him for such a long time. Oh. Nice. I'm actually worried I'm going to miss something down here, so I'm just going to take this path anyways. Oh no, nothing here. Okay. Yeah, I didn't sell anything for my little training trip, so hopefully I'll have... And I got a ton of gil from, yeah. Not too much of stuff. Yansa scales will be good. The succulent fruits will be good. The green liquids are from here, actually. Oh, hello. Oh, that was the same guy. Damn. So if you guys will just give me a second here. And I do want those later. I don't need her healing mid-battle for the most part. Well, actually maybe blind I should put up. I always get these wrong. Oh, I thought they disappeared for some reason. Maybe I did it right. Maybe I'm thinking of another area entirely. Who knows? So I could use the thing to go back, but might as well just fill out my map. Apparently the bottom was definitely the longer of two ways. I really need some thief's cuffs on these guys. Apparently, they're already regenerating. So we'll do the same thing on the other side as well. Ooh, a blood sword. Slightly weaker, but inflicts sap. Even though it may be slightly weaker, I'm pretty sure it's actually better than the other time. I thought it was only a 30 attack, so. So I wonder if you can buy this stuff later, or if this is like the only place you can find it. And that was well worth it. A cure emote. Even got healing stuff now. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I can turn around now. The one and only downside to Fran is until I can get her with another like license board, she's pretty much gonna have really crappy HP.
Fog? Underground?
Not fog. Mist.
You can see the mist with your eyes?
Where it is thick enough, you may. The nether runs deep in this place.
So, is the mist dangerous?
Yes, but it is also an aid. A dense mist allows the working of powerful magics.
I'll keep that in mind. Can't count on Vaughn to keep track of these things. That's for sure.
Again, I'm not entirely sure how that cardiographer trophy works. So the best way to avoid missing stuff is to not miss stuff. You see, and when you just hand me a blood sword like that, I'm not nearly as pumped about the fact that I stole one from a bat earlier. That was lame. Alright, let's do this. I just realized Vossler's still got oil on, so that's going to be fun. I realize this is incredibly random, but just in case I need to get her in here. All right.
In vain glory they arose, shouting challenges at the gods, but prevail they did not. Their doom it was to walk the mist until time's end. A legend of the Nemo.
My family tells a story of the Dynast King and an Esper. The story goes that in his youth, the Dynast King defeated a mighty Gigas, for which the gods took heed of him. Thereafter, it was ever bound to him in thraldom.
So, all this time it's been here guarding the Dynast King's treasure?
Not so. The Esper is the Dynast King's treasure.
That's your treasure?
In this Esper we now command rests a power whose worth is beyond any measure.
Is that so? Call me old-fashioned, but I was hoping for a treasure whose worth we could measure.
Alright, so I've got a few minutes left. I would like to get through this next scene and then at least save before we leave, so...
What's wrong?
Your Majesty, we must go.
What? Rassler. You will be avenged.
I'm actually not even sure which one the Hallway of Destroyer is. I'm assuming it's the first one. Yep, perfect. Okay, so I'm not entirely sure how long I was recording for before I got my ass handed to me by a demon, the first demon wall. So, between that and the fact that we have a rather long set of cutscenes after this, I'm going to end the video here. We'll finish up, we're going to end up on the Shiva after everything's said and done. And then that'll be the end of the first part of the game, so to speak. We'll end up back in Rabanastre. And we'll take it from there. I will see you guys then.